Well, had a bitch of a day today. Actually, several months have been fairly bad. And I'm involved in this Occupy Wall Street right now. They're talking about money, and they're going to have some discussions going on about what kind of currency, what kind of changes do we want to see. Now, I've studied a few systems, and everybody's got an idea of what would be a good new economic system, because it's like, are we really going to let Wall Street and politicians, tap themselves on the hand and walk themselves to jail? It ain't going to happen. At some point in time, we have to get a little smart. So this one is about money. But in order to understand, I want to talk about a bigger perspective, a global perspective on how we all perceive money. And right now, your perspective about money is right about there. And it's all about how an economic system would work for you, but you're never going to be aware of how it will affect the entire planet. So most ideas that I see solve only their problem. It doesn't solve the problem for the lowest of the low. So to understand money, we need to make some associations, and that is good and evil. We have to make some choices. Do we want to be good, or do we want to be evil? And what does evil look like, and what is good? Now, from my perspective, I would say I am a 1% good. There's only 1% good on the planet, and there's 99% evil on the planet. And this has been causing a lot of conflict for me, because most people think I'm wrong. Evil, everybody on this side would think I'm wrong. And while they say that I'm wrong, they would come up with a long, long list of mental illness. As a matter of fact, I'm friggin' on a welfare system because they think I'm mentally ill. And the people that I see that are evil would be the medical. Anybody in the medical system that's claiming to be doing good for other people, sorry, but I see you as evil. And if you're a politician, a teacher, police, if you're religious, if you belong to any type of nonprofit, what else? You name it. Doesn't matter what it is that you do, there's a good chance you're doing something that offends me. I would look just as evil to you as you look to me. How many people love people on welfare? This is really what I'm going to talk about, is what is good and evil. For me, I'm equal opportunist. I will hate everybody equally. So that means if you're like an Illuminati, or if you're a killer or a rapist, or somebody that's just working as a police officer right now, sorry, but I see you as evil, and I'm hypersensitive. So chances are there's something that you're doing that will really, really affect me because I'm hypersensitive. So what I see is our psychology is, okay, why would you behave the way you behave? And one way I'm going to use an example is Staples. Because we're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about, was I looking crazy? Or was it the corporate structure, the employees, the people that work there? Were they doing something a little evil? Today, there's apparently a restraining order against me. I can't go anywhere near Staples. So basically, in the bigger picture of things, Staples says that if you behave like somebody that's good, we don't want your business. We want you to stay away from our business. And I'm saying Staples is definitely evil. And I'd also like to explain this little thing about law of attraction. There is one politician that is out there that's saying, if you're not rich, blame yourself. Well, in a way, that's true. Right now, if we're going into a depression and you don't do what you're supposed to do about money and how you see yourself, if you see yourself as evil, you're going to make money in these evil systems, then your system is going to crash. So it's like God shows up when you show up. You've got to see what it is you're doing that's evil and come over to the good side. And the reason I'm like this law of attraction, I want to explain that. I also want to explain mental illness. More people, if you are mentally ill, have any kind of mental illness, chances are you can make this jump a lot faster. These people will perceive you as the social problem. Anybody that fits within the social problem is more than likely good, but evil is always judging good to be wrong. And evil in the medical, what they like to do is label good, and they'll give you a label like there's something wrong with you. For instance, when I went to Staples, I was pissed off as hell. But, I'm on a disability. I've got back problems, neck problems because of the stress over the last two months in this move and all of this other shit going on. My father just died. My mother has been dealing with abuse from that man all of her entire life, and I'm envisioning my abusive brother locking her in a home where she has nobody, where she has 2 daughters that my father did everything to keep us away, and here this woman has somebody that would love her, but these people are after her money. And so I got a few things on my plate that are pissing me off right now, and I'm definitely involved in this Occupy Wall Street, so my focus is going to be on that corporate structure, Staples. So I will be angry when they piss me off. If you punch somebody, there's a good chance you'll bruise. My spelling it sucks, but there's a cause and effect. So if the level of anger that I was experiencing was the amount of punch Staples did to me, which returned the anger. So you got to be a little bit awake as to, like if we're going to earn money by punching people, that's going to make them emotionally, pissed off and angry, and, if you lose your mind, first of all, if you start labeling people, this guy told me that he was going to phone the police and get a restraining order. So basically what that's telling me is I can't ever speak my mind, or I'm going to have the police over there keep telling me that I'm not allowed in society anywhere. That he told me I had issues, that I had severe problems, that I really needed help, and it's like, what help do I need? I'm perfectly fine when I'm not around evil. But I'm, tending to be very reclusive. So it's like, my mission, my law of attraction is not to get something for the moment. I'm looking at the bigger picture. So I know that for the last year, instead of letting my anger trying to manage my anger, because it's human nature for you to get mad. Somebody pisses you off, if you're going to look really, really nice, they're going to think they're doing something really good. So, and you can't talk with evil, because evil thinks they're right. So this is, a lot of people have really said a lot of negative things about this concept of this bottled intentions, but when I go out into this corporate world and I lose my mind, then I think of the intentions I want to feel. Right now it's confidence and certainty. So I do want to feel more confident and certain after dealing with somebody that royally put me down. I could be in the, oh my God, is the world ever bad? I could go into the poor me, did I have a bad day? Did I, instead be the solution and talk about it. And come across as though I'm not all that angry, that I understand the employee, but that employee was definitely evil. He was the manager of the store. This is where I want to tell you about how the corporate structure is working. Right now, there's a manufacturer that's making computers. So a lot of people are working, earning money, manufacturing this. But this much, the nucleus of this idea is making all the money, and everybody else that's in there is making like next to shit. So, it's like, if you want to understand my perspective, I see that you're a freaking slave working for evil, because these people here that are manufacturing, lots of times they're decompartmentalized and they don't know what it is they're building, but they're making cheaper products that break down, and it goes to the store, Staples, and then to me, the customer. So I walk into the store, I give them my money, so they should give me a computer that works. I didn't buy a bunch of metal and wires. I bought something to actually do a job so that I am productive, because this is my work. So if I give them my money, they give me my product, I'm able to work. But if they take my money and don't give me a product, I'm on welfare. So they pay me money to do nothing, which I'm sorry, but that system can't last. When the top is, basically welfare, all the corporations are breaking down, all of the big ones. This is when I think that we can sort of make a stand and let corporate structure know that if you're going to conduct business in this manner, we're not going to purchase from you. And this guy wanted to stop me so that I don't pick it, because that's the only thing that I ended up returning this computer, because I paid him the money, and then they wanted more money. They wanted me to pay to get it fixed. And then they told me that the camera that I bought the computer for isn't designed for the computer. They told me to phone them. They tell me, oh, you bought a computer that a camera isn't designed to record sound. Who would design something that's supposed to be for sound and design it not for sound? But that's what I'm being told. I'm trying to exchange this, that had a 14-day policy. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago. I'm sure I've got tapes there saying I got a new computer. So they told me the receipt was in the box with all of the other stuff, because they took my receipt to see it was being shipped, and they wanted to confirm that that